Okay, so obviously I've selected a rather nice piece of wood to attempt this with. This one's really pretty knot-free, besides that one little one there. I mean, it's good grain in there, straight. I'm trying to get the best chance at getting this thing going. So we're just gonna take this and see what we can do here. Also, I just put a brand new edge on this bark river here. Look at that. Reflects the camera. Check that out. So that is polished up, good to go. And it's pretty sharp. I mean, we could check it here. I don't think it'll show up very well, but there it is, the hair. Oh, that's wonderful. That's the leg I was trying to grow it back on. Whatever. We'll see here. Start there. All right. Do that again right here. Beautiful. And we may just build a whole fire out of this. So I'll continue to do the prep, break this down. Yeah, because I don't want to see if I can just get it to light. I want to see if I can build a fire using this method. I think it'd be the best way to do it. That's a nice piece right there. Look at that. I bet you I could carve a good feather stick with this piece. Maybe even this piece too right here. All right. Give this a shot here. All right, look at that. there's my feather stick. Using two just to help it out in case I need the coal to last a long time, or the ember there. I'd say that's a good fire. Alright, so the reason I did that was just to find another way to use the flint and steel kit. Because usually what you do is you tear some cedar bark up and you'd, rub that, fluff it up, and make a tinder bundle out of this. But the other day, clouds down so low that it's just like thick fog, rain coming through, and all of that was wet. Now, how do you get dry material splitting up a piece of wood like I just did? That's how you get to that dry, good cedar. And you can take that and carve a tinder bundle out of that cedar. And basically that's just a big feather stick. Now, took a little bit to get it going, took some blowing, but it's going now pretty good, and that's awesome. But the point is, if you didn't have a ferro rod to light your feather stick, you can still carve or find enough feather stick and light it with your flint and steel. And that's good to know how to do, because you never know, you might end up on a day where everything's just saturated and all your tinder that you would make a tinder bundle out of is saturated, or even your gear. Sometimes your bag, if it gets wet outside and it's not covered, it'll soak up moisture, and then any tinder bundle you stored away is going to be messed up. So yeah, I just want to do this as kind of a challenge, and I only carved that one feather stick because you'd only get one tinder bundle typically, or you'd only use one tinder bundle. You can make more than one, but typically you use a tinder bundle and you blow that into flame. And I wanted to do that with the feather stick. And I've seen another person do it before, and they just collected a bunch of shavings off their feathers. They just carved a bunch of shavings and they held it in a bundle and tried to blow it and it burned their hands and stuff. And I had decided to put it on the ground, and then I watched that video and I was like, yeah, I guess it's smart that I put it on the ground. But yeah, guys, it's just a fun thing to do, and that shows that you can use your flint and steel kit even during bad weather. Everything right now is pretty saturated. I could find dry cedar bark if I wanted to for a tinder bundle, but it was nice to be able to carve a feather stick fine enough to light it with the flint and steel. That was new for me. I've never carved a feather stick that good before. That's a first. And I think part of that is to the edge that I put on my bark river here. I got a new strop from DLT Trading, and I put a nice edge on there. Very fine, reflective, polished edge. And that extra polish meant I had to use less pressure to carve off my feathers. And when you use less pressure, then your curls aren't as big. They're much finer. If you have a duller knife, you use more pressure, but then you get bigger curls. So the sharper your knife, the better your feather stick will be. But also, it requires a bit of skill. You know? And also, when you carve in the feather stick, carve in the really fine parts, but then right at the end, carve in some big curls over. That gives some more material to help it catch. And I definitely needed that if you go back and watch. But all in all, it was a successful fire. It's going out now. But successful fire using the flint and steel kit and carving a tinder bundle out of, you know, big old feather stick. I'm really happy about it. It was a lot of fun. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and God bless.